All right, mates, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk today about Hunting Run Reservoir in Spotsylvania County. 420 acres, opened up to the public in 2007. Pretty much consistently been ranked in the top 10 of the 17 Northern Virginia impoundments. Yes, there's that many in Northern Virginia. A lot of people are unaware of a lot of the impoundments and bodies of water in that north of Richmond all the way to Arlington um, area of the state of Virginia, with the Rappahannock kind of running through it centrally, and then the Potomac coming down on the east side. So there's a lot of impoundments, a lot of great reservoirs, a lot of all that in that part. You're talking Stafford County, Spotsylvania County. Of course, you've got in and around Richmond along the James River at the bottom line. You've got Chickahominy Lake, and then you got all the way up, moving up towards the D.C. area, Burke Lake and all that up top, Occoquan Reservoir, and so forth. But for Hunting Run, one of the great things, the focus of Hunting Run is not only that it's only been open for 15 years to the public, but it actually, it's hard to find a little bit of documentation in terms of how many of the F1 hybrid bass that were stocked that strain. Obviously, those are those familiar with F1 is a hybrid of a northern largemouth and a Florida type largemouth called the F1 or tiger bass. When they are introduced into a fishery such as Hunting Run, the next generation they refer to as F2. Now, what's being studied now is what really is the F2, F3, F4. If you think about it generationally, the studies are indicating that the F1 is really the growth of the sequence, that and the F2 isn't really going to grow as big as F1. And so again, this is a continual study that's happening, and there's a lot of people and a lot of noise out there, clamoring for what they've always clamored for, which is like bigger fish, bigger fish, bigger fish. And a lot of it all depends on exactly what that genetic makeup is in that second and third generation for those fish. If they have more of a Florida type genetic code to them, they're probably not going to do as well. And the reason is because of our cold winters. Although Virginia is pretty mild, it's not Florida, right? And it's not other parts of the country that have really great F1 populations in the South. And so that's why you have that cross. And Hunting Run's not alone. They've been introduced in Lake Anna, Lake Chesden, Claytor Lake, Smith Mountain Lake. So there's other ones that they're studying these to kind of see, but the expectation is for Hunting Run, because it has, if you look here at the chart here, you can see significant increases in that, the 12-inch to really the 17-inch zone, which is great, which is really for example, most tournaments are a 12-inch minimum. Some are 14, but it's a 12-inch minimum, right? And so like recently the KFL was at Hunting Run on June 11th, and I think they have a 12-inch, maybe it's a 14-inch minimum for KFL for their events. That's the Kayak Fishing League. And so basically in that particular matchup, the Washington Warhawks defeated the Norfolk Privateers. So two Virginia teams. Most of the anglers on these teams are from Virginia, who pretty much know probably Hunting Run really well. 51 or so inches for the Washington Warhawks and 36 inches for the Norfolk Privateers. But what's funny in that matchup, which is four anglers against four anglers on the water at one time, is both teams had a large bass. I mean, the Warhawks had a 21.25 of their 5150, and the Norfolk Privateers had a 19.25 in their 36. So that was two pretty nice sized largemouth. Now, do we know if they were F1s or not? No, we don't know. Because you can't tell an F1 from the other one. But you can see here the growth rates of what's happening in terms of from 18 to 20, with the sizes of the bass going forward in Hunting Run. So that's something to look forward to for those people fishing, and with the gizzard shad introduction for forage in Hunting Run.